A very good day to Madam and my fellow friends. My name is Prem Kumar Analalaki Andoni Sami and metric number is 289846. Today, I and my group mate going to present about the theme of life event. The topic that I am going to present is Thaipusam Festival.
Good morning, madam. My name is Kamal Kamal. My metric number is 287019.
Thaipusam is a religious festival celebrated by Hindus all over the world. Thaipusam occurs on the full month day in the Tamil month. Thaipusam is actually derived from Thai, which means tent, and Pusam means when the moon is at its brightest. It is thus celebrated in the month of Thai, 10th month according to the Tamil almanac, on the day when the moon passes through the star Pusam. Thaipusam is a day of prayers and penance dedicated to Lord Subramaniam, also known as Lord Murugan, a major South Indian god, the deity of youth, power and virtue. This festival is a time for repentance for devotees with celebration carried out mainly at temple. Preparation for Thaipusam start months in advance, but the conditioning of the body and mind is done about a week before the festival itself. Devotees prepare themselves spiritually with extensive prayer and fasting before performing acts of penance or thanksgiving like carrying a kavadi. The basic kavadi consists of a short wooden pole surmounted by a wooden arch decorated with peacock feather. Peacock feather symbolic of Murugan, as the peacock is the mascot, margosa leaves and other materials. Often sharp skewers are pierced through the tongues, cheeks and bodies of kavadi bearers as a practice of self-mortification. Women, on the other hand, carry vessels with offerings that include fruits, flour and pots of milk. The people who participate in the festivities perform the Kavadi Atam, the burden dance, in which they bring offerings to their god. In the most basic version, they carry a pot of milk to the temple, but often they pierce the skin on their backs with hooks from which they hang bottles of milk. Some others pull large charts by means of hooks attached to their bodies. Many also pierce their tongues and cheeks with skewers, reminders of the spear which Parvati gave to her son. In order to withstand the pain, the devotees engage in all sorts of mind-altering activities, fasting, praying, chanting and drumming. In order to recuperate once the hooks and skewers have been removed, they rub their wounds with holy ash. The Kavadi Atam is an endurance test by which the devotees can demonstrate the power of their faith. The devotees who intend to perform the sacrifice are customarily required to observe strict physical and mental discipline. The Thaipusam celebrations take place on a grand scale at the Batu Caves Sri Subramaniar Swami Temple just outside of Kuala Lumpur. Besides the Batu Caves, Hindus also gather at the Balaida Tandapani Temple or Waterfall Hill Temple in Penang, the Subramania Swami Temple in Sungai Petani Kedah, and the Sri Subramania Swami Temple in Ipoh, Perak. From my experience, I have only went to Batu Caves for Thaipusam festivals. Celebrations at Batu Caves are an amazing experience for tourists. Yearly, over 10,000 tourists visit the celebration at the caves. The night before Thaipusam, Hindus gather at the Sri Mahamariamman Temple along Jalan Tun H.S. Lee, Chinatown, Petaling Street area. From there, they will leave around midnight on a 15-kilometer, approximately 8-hour walk towards the Batu Caves, where they will arrive the next morning. The long trip culminates in the flight of 2,072 steps to the cave entrance. It is said that well over 1 million people visit the Batu Caves during Thaipusam, so be prepared for a very crowded, hectic and sometimes even claustrophobic experience. At some points, it can be so crowded that people are pushing the masses to get forward. It is best to stay away from these crowds.
The live event that I want to present is the Chinese New Year. Chinese New Year is the most important festival for every Chinese family, also in my family. Chinese New Year also is a meaningful event in my life. The preparation begins a month. There are many things to be done before the Chinese New Year. My family and I will go to the market to purchase the merchandise for Chinese New Year, such as mandarin, pomelo, drinks, ingredients, and so on. Before Chinese New Year, we need to clean up and decorate to make the house look new and have a New Year atmosphere. House is decorated with red lanterns, red spring couplets, paper cutting, and New Year's paintings. Putting those decoration is true to keep evil away and pray for blessing, longevity, health, and peace. On New Year's Eve, my family gathers in the grandparents' home for the reunion dinner. Many delicious dishes make up the meal, and the dishes prepared by mother and grandmother. On the first day of the Chinese New Year, everyone will wear new clothes and old things are cast aside, as the New Year is supposed to be the start of the new period in our life. We visit elders and relatives to send the blessing and say 恭喜发财 and wish each other good luck and happiness in the new year. The young generation receive red envelope, which we call ang bao, containing money from parents and the elders. My brother set off firecrackers in front of the house. We also can hear many sounds from firecrackers around the house and feel very festive. We also go to the temple to pray. Everything will get well in this year. On the second day of the Chinese New Year, my relatives visit my home and I will get many ang bao. All relatives gather together on this night. On the seventh day of the New Year, we eat rainbow combo fish plate, also known as lao sang. Ingredients of lao sang include quail, carrot, cucumber, ginger, peanut, and plum sauce. Before we eat lao sang, we use the chopstick to mix lao sang while saying the blessings. The 15th day of the New Year is the Chinese Lantern Festival. If you are single girls will write her name and phone number on the mandarin and throw the mandarin into the water. Single boys will scoop up the mandarin, then contact the girls. Lion dancers and dragon dancers are also seen on Chinese Lantern Festival. That's all for me. Thank you.